It was late one night in November 2019. I was working late on the laptop. Most of the lights in the house were dim. Suddenly, I felt a rustle. The curtains billowed, the lights flickered, and the temperature dropped. I broke out in cold sweat because I sensed someone behind me, approaching me. Out of the corner of my eye. And I thought, wow, that seems to be Colonel Sanders who founded KFC. Perhaps he's coming up to me with a bucket of fried goodness. Because Lord, was I hungry. I'm hungry 24 hours a day. And then I turned back. And no, it was sadly not Colonel Sanders. It was this gentleman, Ralph P. Smedley, founder of Toastmasters Club. And unlike most of the times that he has visited our members, this time he was not in a good mood at all. He was shambling towards me and saying, I want more clubs. I want more clubs. I want more clubs. And I was perplexed because these were the exact words that were repeated a few hours earlier by our district director Samir. And then, poof, he disappeared. And that was then, fellow Toastmasters and guests, when I got a hit. My Facebook feed pinged, and there were two messages. And both of those messages asked the one thing. Do you have a club that meets on Sundays? And the answer was a resounding no. Because at this point in time, all over Pakistan, there's not a single Toastmasters club that meets on Sundays. So the idea of my DTM project was born. Naturally, first of all, I needed to check out the market of such an idea. So I did what I do the most comfortable doing, and that is not to interact with real people, rather than post posts on social media. And I floated a form. And yes, that form is somewhere out here, or maybe it's missing, but nevertheless, okay. So I floated a form on Facebook. I floated that form in our club's guest group and in the guest groups of all the Toastmasters Club of Karachi. And the form basically asks that, are you interested in a Toastmasters Club that meets on Sundays? And within 2 days, I got 24 replies. But there was something very worrying, because out of those 24 replies, 12 were from existing Toastmasters who were members of some other clubs, including this very club. Trust me, I didn't want to be the person who resulted in attrition of members from other clubs. So I started corresponding with the respondents, and I made very clear to existing Toastmasters that you don't necessarily have to join the new club in order to deliver speeches there. And secondly, I will appreciate if you maintain your home club's membership and use this as a dual membership. And then it was time to form a team, a core team. And I didn't have to look far, because within this very club, there are so many people who has helped me tremendously in the past, continue to help me, and I'm hoping will continue to help me in the future. So I turned to Toastmaster Urusa, our VP Education, Toastmaster Imran Rana, our President, Toastmaster Majid, and of course, Toastmaster Anam Kantri. And hence my remarks about happy marriage. Nevertheless, I was also lucky to attract the interest of two very dynamic Toastmasters from another club, Those two are sisters, Toastmaster Sabha and Toastmaster Talha, and they were willing to actually cooperate fully in the formation and running of this club. So I put them in the core team as well. And then put another person in the core team who is not a Toastmaster, but who is a good friend of Toastmaster Rusa, and he is future Toastmaster Shafiq Siddiqui. He is actually the business development manager of a company called Server for Sale. Now, why did we need to contact him? Because you know what? If you are to start a new club, do you know what's the biggest challenge? Can anyone guess?
Venue.
Oh, there goes my whole drama, because yes, it's the venue. It's not the members, it's not the fees, it's the venue. So we visited the venue, our core committee met for the first time at that venue, and we approved the venue. Then we floated this poster, we had this banner made, and behold, the best certificates that you've ever seen, that you won't find at KTC, you'll find at the Storytellers Toastmasters Club. And this was the first agenda, and the core committee decided to hold the launch meeting or the pre-charter meeting on January the 19th. Because after the venue, what else does a club need in order to attract members? Trust me, it's not posters, it's not publicity, it's not brochures. We've discovered that it's meetings. When you hold a showcase meeting, that is when people get a true flavor of Toastmasters, and that's when they choose to become a part of this discipline. So as you can see in these glimpses, the 2 meetings that we've had so far are a resounding success, and I invite all of you, if our stingy VP Education doesn't award you slots, you can always have a slot at Storytellers Toastmasters Club. And secondly, to visit our club and wish us luck for the future. Thank you so much.